What the deal, my people? You know what it is. Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is Jon Snow's dangerous mission beyond the wall. Game of Thrones, Season 7. Let's do it. As we know, due to wanting to shoot in wintry conditions, Game of Thrones Season 7 will be delayed this year. But we get somewhat of a relief by hearing from George R. R. Martin himself saying that he believes that the Winds of Winter book will drop this year. So it doesn't really matter how this season goes. To me personally, I just want that book. That being said, let's talk about Jon Snow in this upcoming season. I had talked about the aftermath of this scene in my video with Tina Foyle and her boy from Russia, and it was so far-fetched that we all did not believe it when I read it. But apparently that scene will happen, and we'll talk about that scene in a second, but let's talk about the scene that leads into that. Now, apparently Jon Snow has to go beyond the wall to try to kidnap a white, not a White Walker, a white, an undead zombie, to prove that the White Walkers truly do exist and they are not this fairy tale. Now, I don't understand that how Daenerys would not believe this, because I would just be like, if she said, I don't believe in the White Walkers, I'd be like, bitch, there's a dragon standing right behind you. 3 of them. I mean, come on. If you gonna believe in that, how you ain't gonna believe in these White Walkers? I don't know if this can happen in the book, or if they're just trying to fill time here in the show because the other book wasn't written and they don't want to spoil certain things. They probably want to give George a chance to introduce certain things. So maybe, because this is really weird for me to think that this will go down in the book. In the show, obviously it seems like it's going to happen, but for a book situation, I really don't see this being possible. Also something we have already seen before. We've seen a white captured by the Night's Watch, and we've seen it come back to life and attack Jorah Mormont, and that's how Jon got his sword. So, you know, it just seems like maybe they're trying to buy time or something like that, but I think it's more with the people that's with him that's going to make this scene interesting. So Jon is accompanied by Tormund Giantsbane, Beric Dondarrion, the Hound, Thoros Samir, Ser Jorah, and Gendry up on this mission to go find this white, which seems like the cast of characters that he would bring. These are the known best fighters in Westeros that are on his side. So obviously these were the people that are going to be there, and we've seen that the Brotherhood Without Banners were already heading up there towards the war already, so it makes sense for them to be there. Now, according to this leak, the group will be attacked and surrounded by the Night's King on the Frozen Lake, where Jon's uncle Benjen will be killed at this particular time. And Daenerys is said to come and save the day on her dragons, but one of her dragons, Viserion, will lose in a fight to the Night's King and then be resurrected by the Night's King. Now, obviously, this is a take on the Theon's Winds of Winter chapter with Stannis Baratheon when he is surrounded in the Crofters' village, and here's a frozen lake there, and he's about to get into a battle. So they're giving Jon Snow another Stannis book scene, because in the books, unlike the show, all the Starks have warging ability. And when Jon Snow was killed, he wargs inside a ghost unknowingly, and that's where his soul remains. It's going to remain in there in the books for quite some time. That's probably boring for a TV show, so they scrapped that whole plot and just gave Jon Snow the Stannis plotline. Now, it was also said that an undead polar bear will be in this, and that the undead polar bear will maul Thoros Samir. I hope he doesn't, because I want Arya to get her revenge on that bastard for messing with her earlier. But it does sound like that's something going to happen, because we see this in the Game of Thrones video game and in the books. So obviously this is most likely going to happen. Now, Jon Snow is supposedly killed by the Night's King again, but then he gets the gifts of life this time. Now, I don't know if they're going to kill a main character twice from season to season. I mean, that's a little bit too much, people. I hope that doesn't happen, because, I mean, it really is be dumb if they kill him again. So you tell me, what do you think about this scene? Are you excited for it? Do you want to see it? Or do you feel like we've seen this before. Because that's the way I feel. Please put that down in the comment section. Now, thank you for all the great thumbs up and likes. It really has helped my last video get a lot more views. So please, let's try it again with this video. Please thumbs up this video as much as you can so I can get this video spread to the masses. And I promise you, the more likes and shares I get, the faster I will upload a video. So let's get those going. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy. Teflon TV. Teflon TV. What up, my people? You know who it is. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string. Tony Teflon. Tony Teflon. Tony Teflon. Tony Teflon. Teflon 316. Peace. And I'm out. Stay sexy.